everybody. I am back. Oh my God. Wow. It's been so long. I took a week off and change because we have a new time slot. That's right. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, September 22nd.
Tuesday, September.
Oh, I'm Cait, right? This is hot and rich. I don't know why I did a Cockney accent for a second there. You know, I haven't done the show in so long. I don't even remember how to do it. What is it called even? Pretty and wealthy?
Nobody knows.
Good looking and creamy?
Who can remember?
Good looking and creamy? Get it? You're like rich.
Like rich.
Attractive and well okay, how about symmetrical and comfortable?
Wow.
Those are both ways to say hot and rich without by being too polite about it.
What about spicy?
Symmetrical and comfortable.
What about spicy?
We're comfortable.
Spicy?
Oh, we're comfortable. That's what rich people say about themselves.
Oh, we're comfortable.
Oh, we're comfortable. Oh no, we're not rich, but we are very comfortable. I'm very comfortable in my BMW. I'm very comfortable in my vacation house. Very comfortable there. We're very comfortable. Oh, that was the voice of Jack, by the way.
Hi there.
Wow, it's wild that we're here on a Tuesday. It feels wrong, but it feels right. It feels hornier than Mondays. Am I wrong? I'm not gonna say it's horny Tuesday, but the vibe is better. Like fuck Monday. I'm a Garfield when it comes to Monday. I'm not into it.
You don't care for them?
I don't care for it. Cheers, everybody. I'm celebrating the return with a glass of wine.
Wow.
And also
Bit of
just
vino.
You know, it's like it's 4. We can have a wine.
Hey, it's 4 somewhere. Hey, it's 4 somewhere.
It's 4 somewhere. How are you in the chat? Thank you for joining me to chat. I love you all. I've missed you. I missed you, Lord Goo Goo. I missed you, PB Smoker. I missed you, Hell's Attack. I missed you, God Cates us all, my friend Cait Shapiro, past guest of the show. I missed you all. I missed you, Lilac Wimsky. I missed you all equally.
Oh,
I missed
nice.
you all equally. Sorry, Cait.
Wow.
Wow. What happened? Why did I take a week off? Well, I went to the desert with my mom. Some family time. It was actually the first time we like really broke the bubble to spend time together.
Wow.
She and I quarantined before the trip, got tested, and it was just some mother-daughter time in the desert. And it was really nice. It was really, really nice. So my brother, he lives out there. It was a good trip. It was a really good trip. And I went in the pool. I read some of my book. Okay, hello. I know you might think I don't read because I'm stupid as fuck. But actually, I do read, okay? I read, and it's called words. Those are the things I read. Okay, you string them together. That's a sentence. I'll read that. Sure. String a bunch of sentences together. I call it a paragraph. And yeah, I read those too.
Wow. You even do paragraphs?
String a bunch of those paragraphs together. Call it a chapter. Done and done. Read that, done that, did that. Read the chapter. It's a chapter book. I am reading a chapter book, okay? Is it maybe YA? Unclear. I actually don't know. It's a story about teens. I'm reading like a fiction book about teens. And honestly, good for me. If anyone wants to book club, I'm reading a book called My Best Friend's Exorcism, and it's really good so far. It's, getting me into the fall vibe, the fall scary horror vibe.
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm not plugging it, but I'm only a quarter way through. I'm a slow reader.
Leaves die every fall. Very macabre.
Do you hear that? There's a leaf blower somewhere.
Could be my
Can the
air
audience
purifier.
hear?
Could
No,
be
it's
APE.
definitely... It's definitely a leaf blower.
You don't think it's APE?
Everybody, if you don't know, Jack got an air purifier because our town is on fire here in LA. It's getting a little better, but I got him an air purifier because I'm worried about Jack because you got like asthma and stuff.
Yeah.
So I got him an air purifier. We call it the air conditioner. We call it ACE, like as a cute little nickname, and we call the we call the air purifier APE.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Sure. Why not?
Why are you acting that way, Jack?
I mean, it's your thing. You came up with it.
I think we came up with it.
No, it's your thing. I kind of never was into it.
Shut the fuck up. You
I was
absolute
gaslighting
asshole.
you. I came up with it.
I was there, though.
I was just doing a bit of gaslighting.
I was there. So I kind of came up with it, too.
Well, I think it was actually kind of mine.
More
Gaslighting.
I'm currently writing for a Comedy Central digital talk show. Everybody check out Stir Crazy on the Comedy Central YouTube page, starring Josh Horowitz. It's been a delight so far. It's part of the reason why we're going to 2 days a week here. My schedule is getting to be a little unwieldy, but it's good to be, it's good to be partially employed there. And I'm having fun doing it. So everybody check that out. If you want to maybe hear a small handful of jokes that I may have contributed on for, writing.
Wow.
That's a plug. I'm plugging.
Cait wrote that?
I'm plugging, baby. I'm plugging my gig. I'm gigging. I'm plugging and gigging.
Giggity, giggity.
I'm plugging and gigging. I'm not going to say giggity, giggity. Because that's kind of Quagmire's thing.
Oh.
I don't want to take his
Are you
thing.
saying... I thought you were saying that Quagmire was canceled, and that's why you couldn't say it.
No, he's not canceled. I just don't want to take his thing. I mean, of course he's canceled. He's a predator. The joke... I'm not talking about Quagmire. Quagmire, as a character, though, is owned by Disney. Mm-hmm. And I've said that before, and I'll say it again. Disney owns the character of Quagmire because Disney bought Fox. So no comment whatsoever, just a fact. Disney owns Quagmire. Disney owns Quagmire. 2020, anything can happen, right? Actually, that happened in 2019.
Yeah.
You're typing away over there. You're not typing quiet enough, Jack.
I am sorry, and I'll do better in the future. To my credit, I was typing drive.google.com to go get the spreadsheet for this very show.
Okay.
And I still haven't gotten it yet, so you might hear a little more clicking and clacking as I
Clack
continue
away, my
to
friend.
get ever closer using the web browser.
Clack away, my friend. Clack away. Listen, I'm a mean boss. I'm like Ellen over here. I'm like,
Yeah,
you're
wow.
typing too loud.
Cat Grant over here.
I'm like, Jack. Cat Grant, you mean like the character from the show we watch?
Oh, yeah, the television show I can't wait for the next chapter of. I love
Supergirl.
watching the next chapter
Jack,
of the show that I like.
You say like a lot of inside jokes on this show that I feel like the listeners of this show won't get or
So
care
edit
about.
them out.
No.
That's in reference to this show.
I refuse. I'm not going to edit anything out. Okay. You're all getting the raw doggy truth. The real, the live cut, director's cut over here. Nothing's edited out. What if I don't edit anything out today? That's
Wow.
the goal.
The new way.
That's the goal. Working hard? Not
Hardly
for me.
working.
Not for me.
Working hard, Drake is like, no thank you.
From now on,
Hardly working, Drake is like, yeah.
what?
Like the meme.
Oh,
You know how Drake is like, ooh, no thank you.
oh God.
Hardly working? Hell yeah.
Jesus Christ. Do you think Drake and Millie Bobby Brown are still texting? By the way.
I hope not.
Okay, well, we have a great guest later on, Olivia Snow Norman. She's been my friend for many years. Former roommate, actually. And she's going to be a great guest. We're going to talk about a lot of subjects together. But you know what? I wanted to do an extra fast, extra full, extra fucking hot round of hot seconds. Like speed round, Jack. You better be on your toes for this. Ticky-tocky, tickety-tockety. We're doing hot seconds. And it's going to go so fast. Okay, Jack?
Okay, let's do it.
It's going to go so fast
do
because I
it.
don't care about any of this stuff, but
Okay.
there's so much that we missed while I was
right.
gone. Okay. First up, Stassi Schroeder. Pregnant Stassi is what I call her. Pregnant Stassi broke her silence about getting racism fired from Vanderpump Rules. And she went on the Tamron Hall show.
Oh, no, she didn't get racism fired. She got racism fired.
It's a type of fired.
Fired. Yeah, I gotcha.
She got racism fired from VPR for being racist. And she went on the Tamron Hall show, broke her silence. She basically admitted that she was wrong for all the racist stuff that she did and said. And now it's all good because she's got a racism tutor. She's got a racist. She
has a racism tutor?
She's like a racism.
To teach her new racisms?
No, to teach her anti-racism. Okay, she got an anti-racism tutor.
Okay.
She's got an anti-racist tutor. Okay, next topic. See, we're going
Because
fast.
obviously, if she got a coach to teach new racisms, that would be a big step in the wrong direction.
That would not be good. No, that would not be good. Okay, next topic. Boom, we're done. See, that's how fast we're doing it. Next topic. This isn't really news, but I binged the home edit.
What's the home edit?
It's where they like organize everything in rainbow order, and it's on Netflix. And like celebrities are in it, like Eva Longoria, Neil Patrick Harris, who, by the way, I think I decided I don't trust Neil Patrick Harris at all.
What do you mean?
I don't trust him. I found a new celebrity to not trust. And
You don't trust him?
No, I don't trust him at all. He seemed like a huge dick when he was on the home edit. I'll say it. I'm not freaking scared of you, NPH. Come debate me.
Wow.
Come debate me.
You should debate her if you're not afraid.
Prove to me that you're trustworthy, because right now I don't trust ya.
Debate her on whether you should be trusted.
I don't trust ya. Okay? But I do trust the husband. The guy. Forget his name. Bertka? Something?
I didn't watch the home edit.
Anyway, I watched it. The key to being organized, according to the home edit, is having like 8 of one thing. So you need like 8 bottles of Elmer's glue. You need like 8, pieces of candy bar. You gotta have.
Ooh, I could go for that.
You need 8 of the identical. You need a bunch of the identical thing. David Burke. David Burke? Is that his name? Anyway, the home edit, you need a bunch of one thing, and you need to be wealthy, and you need to buy the $30 plastic drawers from Container Store. Anyway, next up on Hot Seconds. See, we're going fast. We're going fast.
Huge.
Cardi B and Offset getting divorced.
Oh, no.
Okay.
They went from saying they might make a porno together in that one song to now having a divorce. They changed the lyric in that song to might get a divorce, and now they did get a divorce. Yeah, they did. There was a lyric change. Hold on.
What? Really?
You can hear me clicky clacking away. Cardi B changes the lyrics to Motorsport after her split with Offset. It used to be, I told him the other day, I guess it was, just in a concert. But It used to be, I told him the other day we should sell that porn. And then it says, I told him the other day we should get a divorce. It's what she said in concert.
Well, good for her. Leave him.
It is kind of funny just to change the lyric in concert and be like, I told them we should get divorced, everybody.
I'm pro-divorce, honestly. Like, I think, not for myself, because I'm in a happy...
Big accident.
I'm pro, but I like when someone says...
Use divorce, Luke.
When someone says... Oh, okay. When someone says they're getting divorced, I'm like happy for them. I'm like, good. Do it. Get divorced. Jerry from Cheer is in jail for child porn.
Oh my God.
Dark. Hillary Duff's husband got her name tattooed on his ass. My guess is he couldn't remember that it was spelled with one L, and so he needed to get a tattoo to remind himself. Hillary with one L. Duff with 2 Fs.
All right.
I kind of want to get that tattoo. Should I get Hillary on my ass in that same font? I kind of want to do it.
Isn't that what Pete Davidson did?
No, he
does
got
have a
Hillary
Clinton tattoo.
I want Hillary Duff though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Lala and Randall from Vanderpump Rules
Randall looking good.
having a girl, pregnant, having a girl. You can go back to the other mode, Jack. We don't need to see Randall that up close. We've seen enough. Let's keep it small. If you're listening to the podcast, Jack just like enlarged the photo of Randall and Lala, probably to get a better look at our man Rand. I think he's looking good lately. It's smart of him to have the beard that way because it breaks up the face from the neck.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm really neck shaming him.
Wow.
Rude. I would never.
Wow.
Rude. I would never. Okay. Chrissy and John having a boy. Pregnant. Nene leaving Real Housewives of Atlanta. Officially. Nene leaving. Nene leaks, more like Nene leaves. Ashley Tisdale also pregnant.
Wow.
A lot of pregnancies. People are fucking icky. They're fucking. Let's see. Emma Stone probably pregnant. I don't think she confirmed it, but like she walked around with a baby bump.
Or she had like some, shrimp or something.
Okay. Normally I'd be like, let's not guess about a woman's body, but like, come on, she's like clearly pregnant, right? Like, I'm not being rude. Like,
wow.
She's definitely pregnant. She's very thin everywhere except for where a pregnancy would occur. I'm sorry. Cancel me if I'm wrong.
I cancel you. I cancel you right now.
I'll get a.
She probably just had some shrimp.
She probably just had some shrimp.
Yeah, like a big old helping of like shrimp.
Like
pasta.
a shrimp like burrito.
A shrimp pasta. Yeah, not like just
not
shrimp.
Just shrimp.
Shrimp is very
pretty
sort
lean.
of light on its
Yeah.
own.
You need a lot of shrimp.
Yeah, I can put it away. I can do that.
Jack.
What?
Bragging over here about how much shrimp you
I can eat.
We have to get Olivia on the show, okay? Don't talk about your shrimp consumption. We don't have time for that.
I'm sorry. And then you take a drink. You don't want me to fill. You're like, don't fill air. I won't.
Okay, fine. Fuck. Now we're going to have to get a divorce.
Oh, boy.
Speaking of people that might get a divorce, just kidding. But let's talk about Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard for a second.
Speaking of people that might be Scientologists, just kidding.
Oh, you think?
Just a little theory I have from a vibe. Just a vibe.
No evidence, just a vibe.
Yep, just a vibe.
I don't think that they're
Just a vibe.
Scientologists. I think that they're weird and I don't trust them as a couple. I feel like something's amiss, but I don't know if it's in a Scientologistic way.
Are they in Nexium? Maybe.
No. But maybe. No. But maybe. I am watching that documentary, by the way. We just started it a couple days ago. Kristen Bell said that her daughters drink O'Doul's.
Why?
I can't. Like, I really... Like, something's fucking not right.
It's because Dax is a sober guy.
I know, but she also obsessively...
Wait, is that a picture of Dax there?
Yeah.
Okay.
She, like, obsessively talks about his sobriety in the press. Way more than he does. And the vibe is weird. I don't know. I'm pro-sobriety. Like, I think it's good.
I am too.
But I think the way Kristen Bell talks about it is odd.
I wonder if they are like if they know what their operating thetan levels are. Just for
I don't
example.
think they're Scientologists. I don't. But kids drinking non-alcoholic beer is odd, right?
Weird.
It's a little weird.
Drink it. Drink the
Not to
Martinellis. Drink Martinellis.
Not to mom shame. I mean, hey, not to mom shame. Okay, nobody mom shame. But it's weird. Okay, anyway, that's the new thing. Every character on The Real Housewives like learned the word mom shame, and now they say it like all the time. Like this one girl, someone said like, "Well, you don't have kids, so you don't understand." And she said, "How dare you mom shame me for not having kids? You're mom shaming me." Candace on Potomac. Everyone watch Potomac. It's the best one. I mean, Chris Evans' dick pic, right? Chris Evans' dick pic.
I saw it. Pretty funny stuff.
It's kind of one of those when you see it, you will shit bricks moments.
Oh, I absolutely
I shot a brick. Shot a brick.
You know what's pretty funny about it?
It's artsy. Black and white.
The other images were like sexting images that he was doing, you know? And they were pictures of himself that he had like added text to. But like pictures from like Google and stuff. So this guy just can Google himself as Captain America and then add like meme text to it. Being like, I'm gonna like have sex or whatever. You add like dirty stuff to it. So that's what's more interesting to me than the dick pic even. Were the other memed, pictures of himself as Captain America.
I'm gonna disagree with you. We live in the digital age, Jack. Everyone can Google themselves and make memes out of it.
Unfortunately,
Especially you. Everyone Google Jack Allison. Click to the images tab and make a meme out of it. You'll see how easy it is. In fact, tag us at Hot and Rich Show.
Don't do that. Don't you
show
dare
this
do
man
that.
a taste of his own medicine. Okay, what else? Kanye peed on a Grammy.
That is some funny stuff to be honest.
The end. That's it. That's all we missed.
It's pretty funny.
I mean, it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Kanye's had some hits and misses here
He's had a lot of misses
lately, but this is a big hit for me.
This is a hit. Pissing on a Grammy is so funny. Like, it's very funny. I'm sorry. It just is. Listen, abortion should be legal. Kanye's wrong on that one, but he's right to piss on a Grammy. Okay. Let's take a quick break. We're going to get Olivia on the horn. Okay. And then we'll come back. We're going to talk about Teddi Mellencamp. We're going to talk about the virtual Emmys. We're going to talk about Jax and Brittany's pregnancy, the Kardashians, Fast Time at Ridgemont High read through, the Paris Hilton documentary. So much. We're going to talk about so much.
Sounds like quite a lot.
And we'll be right back. And we're back, everybody. Okay. Our guest, you're going to love her. You might know her from the silver screen. She's been on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Magicians, Blunt Talk, Awkward, and Key and Peele. She's also a celebrated ceramicist of ceramics. Or you might know her from her podcast, Your First Time. Everybody, welcome to the show, my dear friend, Olivia Snow Norman. Olivia, I'm so happy you're here. Listen, we used to have...
Wait.
What?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I'm taking over the
Jack,
show.
Can you put your headphones on, Jack? Because I can hear everything.
Oh, sure, sorry.
And it's weird.
So before, literally moments while you were calling me, I did my hair and my makeup. I haven't done that in like weeks.
You look great.
And when I did that, I realized my bangs were too long. So I was truly just trimming my bangs like 2 seconds ago.
Well, you did a great job.
So if anybody, sees my bangs and say, hey, it's a little crooked, let me know in the chat, okay?
I think the bangs look great. And you did like a little curling iron thing to your hair.
Yeah, it's so long, so.
I feel like it looks very like you've got the CW girl hair right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure. Yeah.
Like how every girl in the CW has like the perfect, they have like titty length hair.
Curl.
And it all has the perfect curling iron ringlets.
I'm almost titty length. That's where I'm trying to get to.
The goal is, I think you get like points or something if your hair touches your nipples.
I want them to tickle my
nipple. Did something happen to the stream? F. Everyone says.
I think it's just slow.
Jack. Everyone says F. No F.
What does that mean?
Okay, I'm not gonna edit this out.
I think we're fine.
What's a light F?
Light F. I'm not editing this out.
What does that mean?
If you're listening to the podcast, we had a glitchy moment, and I'm not editing it out because I'm keeping things raw and real. Okay, I'm not editing. I'm not doing work. Okay, I'm keeping it raw and real. Olivia, we used to have a podcast together about the Kardashians.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't exist anymore because it actually got too depressing to have to talk about them so much.
To talk about each episode, I think when we started that podcast, we realized how boring they really were. How each episode should be 10 minutes long, and it's like an hour and a half
bloated.
long.
And we're going to talk about the Kardashians in a second, but let's just jump into it and talk. Well, first of all, your Skype background here is Paris Hilton's closet, which...
Yeah, I'm just hanging out with my friend Paris.
Oh my God.
In her closet.
You're in Paris Hilton's closet. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Her famous closet that got bling ringed.
Yeah. She's going to let me do some bling ringing in a minute when this is over. She's going to let me take some stuff.
Wow.
She won't even notice.
It looks very
she has
cluttered.
Too much stuff.
She could use the home edit.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch?
Oh, yeah. The home edit? Yeah, we talked about this on my podcast.
I know, but like for our listeners here, do you have any hot takes on the home edit? I think they have too many of one thing. I said that earlier. It's like, why do you need 5 of the same thing and you put it in one plastic crate? It's like, you don't need that much of one thing.
Well, it's not environmentally friendly. I'm just going to say all of those Lucite boxes.
Not sustainable.
They're going to kill the earth.
It's the home edit's fault that earth is dying.
Exactly.
I agree with you.
But I do understand if you don't see it, you don't use it.
If you don't see it, you don't use it. I did a home edit to Jack's closet. I organized all his cables.
How'd it go?
In plastic bins from the dollar store. Not the $30 bins that they use on home edit. It went really well. And I think Jack's going to have a clean, really organized life. Okay.
Oh, you think he's going to keep it this way?
No, not really. Okay. Teddi Mellencamp. We have to talk about everything that happened because not only did she get fired, but she also got majorly exposed for doing an eating disorder.
Here's what I'm confused about.
Okay.
I'm cutting you off. I thought she, weeks ago she did a post saying that she was leaving, and I was like, that's a lie. She's getting fired because of...
Wait, what?
She posted months ago.
What did she say?
That she was that she was leaving.
No. I thought she...
Yes, I swear.
I don't believe you. That's fake news.
No, I remember reading it. I'm looking
this is
shit
news
up.
to me. I'm going to call this unsubstantiated.
I swear I texted you about it.
Well, I blacked out that day because I don't remember this at all.
I mean, I don't even know how she got on because her last name is Mellencamp.
Yeah, so
correct?
everybody...
And then the whole time she kept being annoyed saying everybody thinks I'm not just Jungkook Mellencamp's daughter. Well, then change your name.
Yeah, your real last name is Arroyave. Teddi Arroyave.
You think nobody wants to starve with Arroyave. They want to starve with a Mellencamp.
Well... Oh my God. No one should starve. Just for some background, everybody, Teddi Mellencamp was a Real Housewife of Beverly Hills. She just got fired after a huge, huge backlash moment because she runs this starvation diet called
She runs for rich white ladies in Los Angeles. She helps them lose weight.
It's called All In by Teddi. And you have to eat basically, from my understanding, 500 calories a day. You have to do an hour of cardio a day. For dinner, you're just allowed to have broth. It's very dark. That is, it's very eating disordery, and trigger warning if you have an eating disorder, skip ahead maybe a minute or two here, but she got exposed. Women were saying they got sick from it. And if you don't, you have to text your coach, it's very MLM. It's very once you graduate the program, you can become a coach and bring in people and earn commission. It's very NXIVM. It's very dark.
And none of them are trained professionals. Also, one of my close friends, she used to work for a family, and the mom, their kids did horseback riding together.
Okay.
Which is also very, very rich people. like their kids did horseback riding together. And I remember it was like she was part of like the group of moms for like horseback riding. And when she got Real Housewives, she was like real secretive about it, but they like all knew, and they'd be like, "Oh, like what are you doing?" And she would just be like, "Oh, you have to like wait and see." That bullshit.
Well, I mean, she probably signed a bunch of NDAs with Bravo.
Sure, but
there's
the way
a type
that it
of
said to me was like weird. But
Okay.
also, she was before Teddi Mellencamp even like because doing the show helped build her business.
and
That's how she got a
and
real
she
platform.
admitted that she was like, this show has
Yeah.
given my business like so much boost, which is
Yes.
scary
So my
she
friend's boss.
yeah
Sorry.
no go ahead.
We're cutting each other off. My friend's boss was also like she was her coach, her accountability coach, and what she told me was like if she would have to like text her like pictures of all of her meals, and then if she went to a restaurant, if she like was going out to eat, she would have to text Teddi the menu, and Teddi would tell her what she was allowed to eat off of the menu.
Terrifying.
And usually it was like grilled chicken and broccoli.
Blah. Sounds so boring. Honestly, it's a starvation diet. Nobody should eat 500 calories a day. It's very unhealthy to do that. And especially doing hardcore cardio every day on top of that, like that is very, very ill-advised. She's not a licensed nutritionist. She just got like a $700 online certificate. Teddi is not educated in this realm.
Not a personal trainer in any
Nope,
way.
she's none of these things.
And doesn't she have she said she like had an eating disorder,
That's what's
right?
so dark
That's what
about
she
it.
talked about.
She's open about
So-
having had an eating disorder, and now she's running a business and profiting off of other women doing her eating disorder with her, kind of. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah. Also, this past season she was pregnant, and all of the footage of her like even on vacation, like being pregnant and like running on the treadmill, I was like, why? Like this is too
Take a break.
much.
Well, you can tell she's got some issues. And she's allowed to have those issues and to struggle with those issues. But as soon as you start profiting off of making other women do that stuff, I'm like, no, you're done. Like, get off of TV. Like, and she got fired. I don't think she wanted to get fired because I didn't see this alleged Instagram post you're talking about. And I know how much.
I swear to God, I saw it.
I think you dreamt it. Because Teddi needs the show for her fucking starvation MLM to keep making money.
Yeah, that's where she like
here's the
brought up the whole Denise.
Here's the
thing.
craziest part. Everyone signs an NDA to do this diet.
That's what's creepy. I mean, she can use the excuses like because I'm on a TV show.
Sure, but
if everything's copacetic, if it's a program that you're proud of and you're trying to build a business, wouldn't you want people to be talking about it? Wouldn't you want people to be like, oh my gosh, this is what we did. It was like, I thought it was going to be hard, but wow, Teddi's such a great accountability coach. And like, these are the things she says and it like really worked for me. You know what I mean?
It's cult shit. And I actually like followed Teddi on Instagram like a couple years ago just to be like, oh, she's a housewife. Like, I'm going to follow her. I had to stop following her because every single day she posts almost exclusively, like besides her like, you know, workout videos and stuff, she'll post before and afters of her clients' weight loss. And I'm like, I don't need to be seeing these before and after weight loss photos. Like, this is not good for my mental health. Like, this is also like it's not healthy to like look at that all day. It's all she posts. And as soon as you follow Teddi on Instagram, it turned my entire algorithm into weight loss algorithm, and it was like such a bad vibe. I was like, unfollow. I like couldn't have unfollowed her faster. So it's just a bad vibe, and I'm glad she's done.
Well, it's a bad vibe because I think like seeing a bunch of before and afters, even if you are confident in your own body, it's really, really difficult to like turn off that switch in your brain where you're like, oh, like I want a before and after. Like I don't want to look this way. Like it gets in your fucking brain. It
seeps into your brain.
And tells you you're not good enough.
It's like a cancer. It's like awful. It's awful to look at like that much weight loss stuff. Like it's not good. Anyway,
Makes me want to eat.
we got to change topics because we have so much ground to cover. But I say good riddance, Teddy. May your reality TV career rest in piss. I guess. I mean, she wasn't good TV. Let's be honest. She was not good TV.
No, she's fucking sucks.
She was not good TV. She was not fun on the show. So I don't know. And I think Kyle Richards should get fired too. I'm sorry. I'll say it. But if
she's not bringing much anymore.
Kathy might come on to Beverly Hills, which would be iconic. Oh, the sister energy. Anyway, we'll get to the Hiltons later. Let's talk about the Emmys. Did you watch the Emmys? They did virtual Emmys.
I did not fully watch the Emmys. I watched some clips. I watched Zendaya win, and
she's
some other
great.
clips, and I read some reviews. I read reviews that it was actually really fun.
I didn't watch it because I'm just
real TV.
I should have watched it, I guess, but I'm really burning out on the quarantine thing.
Of all the things that we need to do, we don't need to give out awards.
Yeah, it was I just it fatigued me even thinking about watching the virtual Emmys.
Because even the idea of celebrities getting glammed up in their houses and taking pictures of themselves in $1,000 dresses and getting glammed by people who it just kind of gives an icky feeling.
The whole thing is kind of icky, and honestly, I'm truly I don't.
So would I have wanted to be there?
I would have loved to be there, and
I would have jumped.
I love when people give great looks, good fashion moments? Love that, but I'd like to see it in its natural habitat, which is, of course, a red carpet, a step and repeat. I don't like to see it out of that context. It hurts my brain, and also
However, I did see, if you follow Nicole Byer, because it was her first time getting nominated.
Oh, yeah. Did she win or did she lose?
She did RuPaul won.
Okay, well.
But John Milheiser, who lives with her, got a step and repeat for her because it was her first time getting nominated, and she got all glammed up. And I appreciated that of all things because it's that's a very special moment.
Well, and she's,
but, for all the other celebrities that have been to 1,000 events, I'm I don't know.
That's what I feel bad about. I'm I wish Nicole Byer's first Emmys could have been a real one. It's too bad that it had to be a virtual Emmys that nobody watched. I think if I had to choose, I'd say I prefer a celebrity that dresses up and does glam for a virtual award show. I think if you're just going to do it in your PJs, just don't go. At least try. If you're going to be on TV, you know what I mean? I know. Is that a problematic take? That's maybe a hot take.
No, Regina King and Uzo Aduba. I think that's how they wore Breonna Taylor shirts. So they didn't get glammed up.
That's something
they dress for a cause.
I think I'm fine with the activism angle. I just think give us something to look at, whether it's a statement or just a fashion thing. I'm let's look at something. Let's make it some kind of entertainment. Yeah. That being said, none of that was enough to get me to watch it. So I don't know why I'm sitting here acting like I watched it, because I didn't watch it.
I think I just don't care who wins.
You know what I liked? The big hazmat suits.
That was funny.
Kind of a funny bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Better than that.
Let's move on. Jax and Brittany are pregnant.
Oh my God, this is gross.
This is 3 for 3. We've got Vanderpump Rules stars Jax and Brittany, by the way, Vanderpump Rules. We've got Stassi's pregnant, pretty pregnant at this point.
She's about to.
She's 25 weeks. I know that because she just posted about it yesterday.
Okay, she got 12 more weeks.
Yeah, she's more than halfway done. And then we've got Lala and Randall, who we talked about earlier.
I can't believe Lala and Randall are pregnant.
Are you kidding me? They're doing a pregnancy pact.
Were they just having problems?
Yeah, it's a chaotic relationship. They always have problems. Okay. Everyone on this show is a chaotic relationship.
Honestly, here's what I think. Jax and Brittany, I don't really need to see them on my TV, but this makes me want to want to see them on my TV because it's going to be a train wreck. Because Jax is a narcissist. He wants the attention on him all the time. I'm sure he's loving this, like, ooh, telling everybody that he's about to have a baby. But the fact that all the attention is going to be on Brittany because her body is changing and, like, she's going to need support, he's going to lose his fucking mind.
Honestly, yeah.
And then once that baby is born, I would not be surprised if he murdered that baby because it got more attention than him.
That is so fucked, Olivia, but
I mean, he probably won't physically murder the baby, but he will emotionally murder the baby.
Wow. Talk
and
about
also,
daddy issues.
just because I would be very, very shocked if Jax gave Brittany the support that she needed during her pregnancy and post-pregnancy. It's going to be a dark time for her. It is going to be a dark time. And
I worry for her.
I'm really worried.
Prayers for Brittany, even though I'm not a Brittany fan. Okay, she chose this life. I'm not a fan.
She did.
I do.
But after the way last season ended, there's no way.
He's going to cheat on her for sure. During the pregnancy.
He's going to be one of those disgusting men who's like stops being attracted to their wife once they get pregnant.
She's going to get Tristaned by Jax.
Ugh.
Almost 100%.
Are you watching Potomac?
Yes, but I have one more thought on Jax and Brittany before we move on.
Okay. It just reminded me
Potomac is so good. Okay. Conspiracy time. I
love a conspiracy.
I think in my soul this feels so right, but I have nothing to back it up. I think that Jax and Brittany were the couple that started the gender reveal fires at the El Dorado fire.
Oh my God, wait, I was gonna say that.
I think that's them. I think it's them. I think because she's pretty showing, like she's got a big bump already. And I think they waited to announce the pregnancy because they accidentally set all of California on fire and had to space it out by a couple weeks before they actually announced it.
But it wasn't near LA,
yes, it
right?
was. It was in the forest by LA. The El Dorado fire. Okay, this is a conspiracy theory.
I thought they said who it was.
No, they never said who it was. It was an anonymous couple doing a gender reveal party.
El Dorado.
I think I'm right, but I'm also I have to be this is a conspiracy theory. Allegedly. I have no facts to back this up. I am making it up out of my ass, but doesn't it feel right?
No, I was thinking about that because they would start a forest fire. They would.
That's the vibe coming off of them.
Ugh.
Quickly on Potomac.
But if they do a season, if the next season it's while they're pregnant and they do gender reveals, I'm gonna say no.
I'll probably still watch
TV.
it. I'll probably still watch it. Who are we kidding? I'm gonna watch it.
Of course I'm gonna watch it. But I'm gonna yell no.
I'll eat whatever fucking slop Bravo puts in front of me. I'll just fucking garble it up.
Me too. Okay, Potomac. This reminded me of Potomac because Ashley Darby's disgusting husband Michael doesn't want to have sex with her now that she's had a baby, right?
Okay, I have totally different stance than you. Did you watch the latest Potomac?
Yeah.
They clearly are a bisexual couple that have an open relationship, but they are not in a community that accepts that on this reality show.
Yes.
So they have to beat around the bush. Do I think he's kind of weird?
No, I agree with.
But I think I support them. I think I support them now, even though he's an asshole.
No, I still do not support them. What I'm saying, I do believe that they're an open bi couple. But even before that, they were having intimacy issues, which is why he went up and met with a stripper. That's why he said it. He was trying to blame her.
I don't think that. I think the stripper was a non-ordeal. I think it was not a big deal.
Yes, but I think the going up to the hotel room thing is, I think him getting caught. I think they're so stupid. I think Ashley should have said this a long time ago of like, hey,
We're
like
open.
we're like sexual, we do open stuff. So then everyone would just be like, okay, that's what they're into.
No, she doesn't have
However,
to
they
be
did
out
say-
and open about that.
No, I mean, well, because the last 3 seasons were them attacking her. I think if she was like honest about it, like she said to the women, she told them like we've done it before. They're like, okay. However, I think this situation was different because they also talked about how in the past when they've had trysts, it's like she sees a woman she likes and they have a 3-way. Because he said it too.
Yeah,
he's like,
but
when that's happened, and he's like, I've only done it with you. I don't know if that's true though. Yeah.
I think that they're more fluid and more open than they want us to know. And I think
But I think also Ashley, since she's had this baby, she's like, no more.
she doesn't
She
I think she
said.
still wants to be open but doesn't like the optics of people knowing that about them and wants to close that door. That's just my theory.
Well, it's like, I think it's, if they want to be secret about it, they're pretty dumb in the way they go. At least Michael is. It's like, yeah, everybody knows who you are. There's all these rumors of you like sexually assaulting people.
I know.
Or you
He's
cheating.
a bad guy. He's a bad guy. I just want to say
he's a
we have to
crap.
move on from Potomac, but I do not stand with
Okay.
Michael Darby. I think he's a creep, but I support Ashley.
She's pregnant again.
And she's pregnant again. I support Ashley. Okay. Listen, no one. If you're not watching Potomac, just fucking watch The Real Housewives of Potomac because it's so good. It's really, really good. Okay, quickly, Kardashians. It's ending. Like, give me like your 1-sentence thought on that. Let's nail it down to like one take. Do you have anything? I'll say mine. They're not really going anywhere. They're gonna be on some Peacock Network shit.
I'm gonna say it was a scary ride that I didn't want to go on, but I did, and guess what? I'm gonna want to ride it again.
Yeah, same.
Does that make sense?
It was kind of poetic, but I liked it. Okay, we have to watch this clip of Brad and Jen on doing the Fast Times at Ridgemont High celebrity read-through hosted by a very juvedermed Dane Cook.
Oh my God, he looked wild.
Let's watch the clip. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it, Olivia, so you might... okay,
I've
you've seen
seen
it. Okay,
it.
let's play that
Her
clip.
lips are parted
Josh.
slightly.
Honestly, we're all gonna be
Her
so
eyes are
horny
filled
after this.
with desire
All
as
right,
she says,
go.
Hi,
Yeah, I
Brad.
can't hear it.
You know how cute I
Oh my
always
God,
thought you
Brad Pitt
were.
is so
think you're
hot.
so
I mean,
sexy.
come on.
They're both
Will you come
hot.
to me?
angle
looks
on
great.
Brad and Daydream. In a nice shirt, his hair combed back and looking great.
Dane Cook.
He
with
walks to Linda. She reaches
Where's
out
his
and grabs him
teenage
for a
bride?
kiss, pulling him close. Then she pushes him away
I love
so
Julia
he can watch
Roberts.
as she
I do
carefully
too.
unstrapped the top of her bathing suit. The incredible Linda Barrett's breasts fall loose. Lord have mercy.
It's just a short clip. Okay. Yeah. So thoughts?
I'm like, one part of me is like, let's get over this shit. They're never getting back
But
together.
they're friends. Like, it's nice that they're like friendly.
But they're friends. It's nice that it's cute, and also like they're in on it. They knew doing this and accepting those parts that like this was gonna happen, where people were gonna freak out. I think they think it's funny.
Okay, people in the chat have no idea what that was. Okay, Dane Cook hosted like a read through of the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High with a bunch of celebrity guests. It was narrated by Morgan Freeman. Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt played parts in it. There's your context. Sorry, I should have
Shia
explained
LaBeouf
that at the
was
top.
Spicoli, and he was insane.
Sean Penn was in the original, right?
Yes, Sean Penn was Spicoli in the original. So basically, the scene that they showed is the very famous scene where Phoebe Cates like jumps into the pool and she comes out and she like takes off her top. because the character in the movie it's Judge Reinhold, but Brad's character that he's reading is masturbating and like thinking about Phoebe Cates jumping into the pool, whatever. But
anyway, so
in this read-through, Jen and Brad were playing these characters, and like the direct and Morgan Freeman like talking about her tits and everything. It was very horny. And everyone was giggling because it's ha ha ha. It's Brad and Jen. They used to be married. Oh, they're single. Everybody wants them to be back together. Isn't this hot?
I mean, it's always comforting to see them together. I have to say, like, I'm a part of the problem. I see Brad and Jen on the same Zoom chat, and I feel like, you know, it's 1999 again, and my parents aren't divorced, and like, hey, guess what? Like, you know, like the sky is smoggy, and I'm in LA in the 90s, and everything's gravy, baby. I'm comforted by it.
They're very all American, like white 90s there to make you feel good. Usually they're going to be in a blockbuster or they're going to be making you laugh on TV. And it felt, life was really good when they were together.
Life was good for me when they were together. When I was like a young child being like, Brad and Jen, like blah, blah, blah. Like I felt good back then. Reading my mom's People magazine, seeing paparazzi photos of them. You know, remember when he guest starred on SNL when she was hosting?
No.
He dropped in. Like, that was a fun moment.
I don't remember
like they were a fun couple back then.
Like, I feel like they probably had such fun parties where it's just like everyone's smoking cigarettes inside and drinking whiskey.
Like, those were the days. Those were the days, man.
They both look like people that would be so fun to like party
That's
with.
why like people were so devastated when they broke up, because they like were like fun vibes together. They were a fun vibe.
Like they're like, we're having a barbecue every weekend, and guess what? You're invited.
Like Jennifer Aniston seems like one of the most like friendly, fun to party with celebrities. Like, I don't really stan her or anything, but like I don't think it's when celebrities have a ton of other celebrity friends, like that's no accident. That means they're like fun and people want to hang out with them. And she's friends with like everybody.
Yeah.
She's friends with like George Clooney. She's friends with Chelsea Handler. She's friends with fucking everybody. Brad doesn't have that many celebrity friends. I feel like he's maybe not as fun.
Anymore.
He's not as fun as Jen, I don't think.
He lost his fun when he got with Angelina, because once he got with Angelina, he can go anywhere anymore, and she doesn't. She looks like the least fun person in the whole world. Hey,
I'm not anti.
I'm not talking about her. I'm not talking about her humanitarian work. I'm not talking about her being a mother to all the children. I'm talking about like, hey, if you got a boy problem, and who do you want to take advice from? Who do you want to like drink a bottle of wine with and watch TV with at the end of the night and have a good girls' night? You're not going to call Angelina. You're going to call Jen.
I'm not anti-Angelina.
I'm not anti-Angelina
but I would call Jen.
She's not going to be your girlfriend.
She's quirky, though. I would love to like sit on her couch and like have a long talk about like just the state of things.
I think yeah. I don't disagree. I'm not saying I'm anti-Angelina. I'm just saying I think all conversations with Angelina are
I feel like you go to Angelina's house and she immediately opens the door and is like, "Can you believe they're doing mass hysterectomies?" And you're like, and then you're like, "Of course that's horrible, but okay, let's talk about it, Angie." Like, she wants to go, she's like, no lube, like, let's get right into it. Let's talk about how things really are going right now. It's not good. And
if you're not crying by the end of the night, then we haven't solved anything. Also, my same friend whose boss did the Teddi Mellencamp diet, they lived across the street from Brangelina, and she got to go to their house when they were still together, but they weren't there. They had a party. They had like a barbecue for all the kids in the neighborhood when they weren't there, and they had to like sign NDAs. It turns out it was the same weekend. It was the same weekend they had their secret wedding.
Were the kids there?
But it was, No, nobody was there. There was just like one assistant who like told them where they could go in the house. She had to sign an NDA.
Oh, they did that so that the
so-
paparazzi would think they were home. That
Exactly.
That is so shady.
And it's the only time that they had ever been invited to the house.
That's kind of exploited it. I feel like they're using the neighborhood kids to like.
Hey, guess what? Apparently they had an amazing pool.
Well, duh.
And it was like a compound. The house that it was in Franklin Village.
Well, I know it's in that gated community.
Walking distance to UCB.
I think they both still live there. The gated community on Normandy. You know exactly the one I'm talking about if you know Los Feliz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
one
of them.
But it was weird. She said it was
there.
huge, and there was like, it was like a bunch of pools that like were interconnecting, and one like led to like a weird grotto area that was like a meditation area for Brad.
Must be nice. That ain't fair. I want a meditation area in a grotto.
But that's crazy.
I would have died to be there. I would have died to be there. And I think that's actually very savvy. That's very fucking media savvy of them. They have some good fucking. Yeah. They have like the A list PR team. That is some like you spend a lot of money on your retainer to get a strategic move like that going. Okay, Paris Hilton. We are running out of time, but let's quickly touch on This Is Paris, her self-produced YouTube documentary about her life, but mostly about how she got sent away to some like boarding school for troubled teens in Utah that she's now trying to get like shut down because apparently their practices were very abusive and like she had to be in solitary confinement and stuff.
They were like physically and emotionally abusive to her.
Also just about her life. Like what is your takeaway from the Paris Hilton documentary? And listen, if you haven't seen it yet, we're going to be saying some spoilers, so spoiler alert, I guess, but just watch it because I think it's not like you can tell it's made by her, so it does, it's take that with a grain of salt, but I think it's a very interesting look into her life.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it is made by her, but she did show some stuff that was not, didn't necessarily make her look good.
No, she's clearly got a lot of issues. My takeaway was like, oh, you're kind of fucked up. Like
she's got like that Peter Pan syndrome, right? Yeah. That's like why she still has pink everywhere and like rhinestones. Also, Big Kathy was in it. She's related to Kyle Richards. Her mom is
Kathy Hilton.
Sisters with
Kathy Hilton. Big. Okay. Just so you know, Big Kathy is the mom. The dead
Big
mom.
Kathy is the mom. So it was Paris's grandmother. And I was like, ooh, this is actually some really dark shit where basically her grandma, it was very much told to her whole life, you're so beautiful. Her nickname was Star. You're going to be a star. You're going to be a movie star. You're so beautiful. That was like what was important. That was her value, was her beauty. Yeah. When really,
as a little girl too,
kind of start to learn that she's actually extremely savvy and really, really smart. Her like classmates at the Utah school even said that. So that made me a little sad, but it also looks like she has used that in a way to create a persona of like she's like gonna pretend to be dumb or pretend to whatever to get ahead. She's using that image that was put on her to create a brand.
I mean, it definitely seems like with Paris, like she definitely knows how to market herself and how to make money, and like the movie, I was actually surprised that it wasn't more like girl boss centric, because you really get the sense that like, oh, like she's not happy and making all this money doesn't make her a happy person. And it's like actually quite dark that she is addicted to work and that like is not like, I'm not saying the movie's anti-capitalist because it's not. It's Paris Hilton produced it. Like she's a capitalist, like hardcore. She says in the movie though, and this is such an interesting thing, she says in the movie with like dead eyes and like dead soul, she says, I'm not happy. I won't be happy till I have $1 billion. And like it's a dark.
Well, she said $100 million.
No, she said that every time she made money, she's moved the goalpost. So she said, I thought I'd be happy if I made 100 million, but then I made 100 million, and I decided I'm not going to be happy until I have 500 million, and now I don't think I'll be happy until I have $1 billion. It's like very tongue in cheek, but dark. Like it's like the dark side of like. I mean, I say this all the time. Like rich people, especially when you get to that Paris Hilton level, born into wealth, wants nothing but more and more. Like it's a sickness and it's a disease. And if you look at the movie from that lens, it's fascinating. She's a hoarder.
She can't get rid of stuff.
She's a hoarder.
She's a hoarder. Well, she's like, everything was taken away from me, like at these schools. So now she wants to keep everything. But then it's just like crap where she was like packing up all the old computers. She's like, and when she said every time I break up with a boyfriend, I get a new computer. I was like, that's dark.
She has a closet full of stacked MacBooks. It's crazy.
Yeah. And also this, because it wasn't the main focus of this movie, but I need a whole movie on its own that shows Paris with all of her childhood pets, where she's like, oh yeah, she would save up her money to buy a monkey, or like she hit a go in our grandfather's tennis court. I was like, what the fuck? It was like 2 minutes and they passed by it so quickly.
Wait.
She had all. Do you not remember this?
She had a monkey?
They showed her a picture of her with a monkey. Her mom was like, oh, she's like 8 years old and she's holding a monkey. And she's like, oh yeah, and the monkey got loose and was like all over the house. You don't remember this part?
No. Maybe I was in the bathroom.
Well, they passed by it so quickly because she loves animals. But also, your allowance has to be a lot of money to save up for a goddamn monkey. They're like, oh yeah, she got to go and hit it in her grandfather's like tennis court where she would keep a secret goat. And had birds and all this stuff.
I think that's odd, but I believe it because, like, that's very like the way they treat. I mean, her family. I don't want to bring up trigger warning. Michael Jackson. I'm not going to talk about.
No, I was going to say like I feel like she obviously I don't think she's no pedophile or any, but like when I say Peter Pan syndrome, she has that weird like childlike.
But the family was very close with Michael Jackson. Like Michael Jackson was like an uncle to her. So like also there's a weird Michael Jackson-y influence that like is not featured in the documentary, but it's just something like I know about Paris Hilton's family. Yeah. Also like there's a weird moment in the beginning of the documentary where Kathy Hilton tries to make it seem like she and Rick Hilton, who is the great-grandson of the original Conrad Hilton, they tried to make it
that they didn't have any money.
She was like, well, Rick was like one of the youngest of the grandchildren, so they barely got any money. Like we had to work for our money. I'm like, bull fucking shit. You have generational wealth. Like you are not trying to sell me on this bootstraps narrative.
Hundreds of dollars. You probably got like $10 million instead of hundreds of millions.
And I'm like, boo fucking who? Like they show like 1 second shot of Kathy Hilton opening a fucking like antique shop. It's like, okay, like you were rich. Like, shut up.
Her husband started a giant real estate business.
Hilton and Highland. There's this big narrative that like, oh, Paris Hilton's like a genius. Paris Hilton's like a genius. I'm like, I do think she's smarter than she lets on. She's clearly media savvy. I mean, but I also think that she has parts of her personality that I don't think it's like just for show. Like she slips in and out of these different versions of herself. Like, and I think it's very genuine. I think she really can slip into like, I'm dumb baby voice girl. And then she will slip into like, I'm a businesswoman, like with a lot of vocal fry, and she'll slip into these roles.
I think she's just been doing it for so long, and she's been hiding that trauma for so long. It's very hard to like be yourself when you're hiding something for that long.
I think it's fascinating,
right?
I know. What is my lighting bad?
It's bad because there's a shadow.
It just like turned off. Oh yeah, there's a shadow.
God, I almost spilled wine on my laptop. Thank you, Jax. Sorry. Okay, basically, like, we're done with the show. But thank you, Jack. Listen,
It was only for a little.
we went overtime here, but you know what? We had a great chat, Olivia.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm just getting started.
I know, we could go forever. Everybody check out Olivia's podcast. It's called Your First Time. And where can people find you other than the podcast?
You can find me on Instagram at Olivia Snow Norman, or you can also see my pottery Instagram, which is O Snow Ceramics. You can also find me on Etsy if you want to buy some shit.
Yeah. Buy her ceramics. I have a lot of them in my home. I don't have any within arm's reach, or else I would show it on camera. But
Well, that's not enough then.
just try. You're right. I need more ceramics on my desk. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you so much for watching. It's great to be back. I love you all so much. And we are doing Tuesdays and Fridays now at 4 p.m. Pacific. The podcasts will be uploaded same day. The YouTube versions of the show will be uploaded the following morning. And hey, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. And Olivia, any last words?
Me? Bye, Mom.
Bye, Mom. Until next time, stay hot and stay rich.
I'm so fucking